Previously in Battle Through the Heavens. Xiao Yan and his group continued their journey through the treacherous heavenly tomb. After surviving waves of deadly energy storms and defeating countless energy bodies, they pushed deeper into the mysterious ruins. Strange beasts, ancient seals, and energy patterns tested their limits, but nothing could prepare them for what they were about to face next. And now, in episode 154, the moment everyone stepped in, they realized this wasn't just any place. They had entered the nest of the Ancient Devourers. Even Gu Qingyang's face turned solemn as Sun Er explained. These creatures, tiny and ancient, were thought long extinct. Yet here they were, countless, dangerous, and capable of secreting pure energy as they devoured everything in their path. And now awakened. Gu Zhan quickly pointed out that the tremendous energy inside the heavenly tomb might actually be due to these creatures. Hanya instantly accused Gu Qingyang of trying to trap them all in this hellhole. But Gu Qingyang snapped back. He'd at least kept them alive till now. If they didn't go forward, they'd die in the energy storm behind them. Time was running out. The crystal passage they entered was beginning to close in. Everyone had to focus on breaking through before the walls sealed completely. Reluctantly, they all nodded. Their fighting spirit flared to its limit. The sounds of battle thundered inside the passage. Crystal shards exploded as wave after wave of powerful strikes hit the thick wall. Still, it wasn't enough. The crystal structure resisted, and the closer the wall got to ceiling, the more it seemed to react. Energy liquid began seeping from the wall, condensing and spreading. Xiao Yan's scalp tingled as he spotted dark insect silhouettes gathering behind the barrier. Gu Qingyang warned, attacking would only feed the Devourer's secretion response. He had tested it, and his doqi had been completely devoured. The situation was getting worse. The ancient insects were approaching fast. Xiao Yan knew they needed something more, something pure and powerful. That's when he took a step forward and summoned a strange fire. Purple-brown, laced with traces of white. The moment Xiao Yan released it, the entire passage's temperature spiked. He flicked his fingers, and the fire hit the crystal wall. It sizzled. A hole began to form. The insects burned away. It worked. Hanya tried to pressure him into opening the path fully, but Xiao Yan ignored him. Instead, he turned to Huozhi of the Yan tribe and Yao Xingji of the Medicine Clan. He asked them to use their own strange fires to help delay the wall's closure while he forged a path. Both hesitated but agreed. Then Xiao Yan asked everyone to contribute their energy cores. After brief resistance, they all complied. Even Hanya had to hand over his bag of cores. As the cores were collected, Xiao Yan grew serious. The crystal wall was tough, and the insect mass behind it was surging. The only chance was to go all in. He told Huozhi and Yao Xingji to guard the flanks. Yao Xingji summoned his flame, the dark and eerie Nether wind flame, ranked 10th among all strange fires. It made the wind scream. The others were impressed. But then Huozhi raised her palm, and a crimson elegant flame bloomed into a lotus. It was red lotus karma fire, ranked even higher. Even the mighty nether wind flame grew dimmer in its presence. Xiao Yan remained calm, and then released his own fusion flame. Purple-brown with streaks of white, it formed a dragon shape as it roared to life. The moment it appeared, the karma fire dimmed. The wind flame nearly vanished. Everyone was stunned. Huozhi praised it as the most powerful fusion fire she'd ever seen. Xiao Yan, however, simply thought back to the creator of the flame mantra technique. That person must have fused strange fires too, and probably more than he had. There was no time for awe. Xiao Yan condensed the dragon-shaped flame and launched it at the crystal wall. A huge pit formed. Without hesitation, he dashed forward. Gu Qingyang and the others followed close behind. Behind them, Huozhi and Yao Xingji kept the walls open using their strange fires. Still, the ancient devourers inside the wall began to resist. They surged like a wave, trying to block Xiao Yan's advance. He pushed forward, burning through them, but his doqi began to drain fast. He quickly absorbed energy from the cores. The flames flared again. Even so, the pressure was immense. The group behind him could feel how heavy the atmosphere had become. They knew this was Xiao Yan's burden to bear. As the fire dragon dug deeper, Xiao Yan warned that he was running out of energy cores. The group grew nervous. They handed over even more 9-star energy cores. Xiao Yan absorbed them, and with one final burst, the fire dragon blasted through the last section of the wall. They made it. Everyone charged through the narrow path, just barely ahead of the closing passage. Beyond it was a wide gray land. Though energy mist wasn't visible, the moment their feet touched the ground, they could feel pure energy seeping into their bodies. It was nourishing and far superior to anything in the first 2 levels of the Heavenly Tomb. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. But then came the sound. A violent, buzzing screech. The shattered crystal wall behind them burst open, and wave after wave of Ancient Devourers rushed out. But the moment they passed the barrier, they exploded into white powder. Self-destruction. The attack went on for 10 full minutes, leaving behind a mountain of dust before finally ending. They'd survived. Hunya and Hun Li had already snuck away. Others, like Huaxian, bid farewell and left as well. Xiao Yan, Sun Er, Gu Qingyang, and a few others stayed behind, preparing for what came next. That night, they sat around a fire. Gu Qingyang warned, the 3rd layer was the deepest and most dangerous. Energy bodies here were stronger, possibly even Doshing level. Sun Er mentioned they hadn't seen any other groups in 3 months. Everyone was likely meditating, training. Xiao Yan recalled how difficult the path had been. They had already fought a powerful 8-star energy body, barely surviving. Suddenly, the group sensed strong presences ahead. 4 in total, 3 were 8-star level, and 1 was 9-star. Gu Hua and Gu Zhan scouted and reported strong energy flows in other directions. So they chose the northwest route. As they moved, they found 4 energy bodies in meditation. Xiao Yan led a swift ambush. One by one, they took them down and claimed their cores. But deeper in the tomb, they sensed something stronger. A terrifying aura. They spotted a massive boulder mountain, and atop it stood a blood-stained figure with a dark red demonic broadsword. His presence made the air itself feel heavier. A semi-saint. The Blood Sword Saint. Even though he was just an energy body, his fighting instincts and memories remained. His scarred face, cold expression, and chilling aura unsettled everyone. He declared, anyone who entered his land would face consequences. Gu Qingyang and Sun Er struck first, but he blocked them effortlessly. Gu Hua, Gu Xing, and Gu Zhan joined in, but even with all 5, the Blood Sword Saint suppressed them. Eventually, he pushed everyone back and prepared to strike Xiao Yan directly. At that moment, Xiao Yan activated his 3 mysterious changes of Skyfire, and prepared to clash. But as the Blood Sword Saint's blade came crashing down, he stopped. His eyes locked onto the symbol glowing faintly on Xiao Yan's forehead. The Xiao Clan emblem. A wave of fear flashed in his eyes. He murmured, You're from the Xiao Clan? Xiao Yan was stunned. The saint's sword froze just inches from his head. The man trembled. That emblem, it haunted him. He'd thought the Xiao Clan had been wiped out. Gu Qingyang and the others watched in shock as the seemingly unstoppable semi-saint hesitated. They whispered among themselves, confused. The Blood Sword Saint backed away. His aura weakened. He muttered something about owing a favor. About not wanting to offend. Her. Who was she? Even Xiao Yan didn't know. But one thing was clear. The Xiao Clan's legacy still echoed with power. Enough to make even a semi-saint think twice. The Blood Sword Saint waved his hand, made his blade disappear, and coldly told them, go west. That path was the safest. Without argument, the group bowed and backed away. Only after retreating over 100 meters did they finally relax and run. As they vanished into the distance, the Blood Sword Saint watched the horizon in silence. His voice low, almost like a whisper. Humph. I owe her a favor. But next time, no promises. But this is only the beginning. As Xiao Yan and his allies move closer to the heart of the Heavenly Tomb, deadlier enemies await, including those who've been hiding in the shadows, watching, waiting. What secrets lie deeper inside? And will Xiao Yan be forced to use even more forbidden power? Don't miss the next episode, because the true trials of the Heavenly Tomb are only just beginning.